Morning, welcome back to another video. We're gonna have to ignore this cable. Thought I'd start this in the car this morning because currently stuck in traffic getting to the yard, and there's never usually traffic, but it is so cold to get the camera out to vlog. But yes, today you'd have seen from the title, Ebby is having surgery. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the vets are coming early this morning. They will ring me and give me just half an hour's notice before they arrive. So we've got, well, it's Friday. Fridays are my busiest day anyway to try and get everything done. So why I've booked it in for a Friday, I don't know. I really did think that one through when I booked this in. But yes, Ebby, I'll show you more when we get down there. But yeah, Ebby is having surgery. But where she's more of a hotter headed horse, I need to try and get her out in the field before the vets arrive, just in case she's got to have some time in the stable after this surgery. Donut is also seeing the vet, but that's just for his routine flu, tetanus. That's okay. So why there's traffic, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to get to the yard, feed them, and I'm quickly going to try and get the girls turned out in the field so she can run off some energy before the vet comes. The vets are aware that I do not have electric or light, so I'm hoping that they come earlier on in the day than later. But yeah, I'm just heading to the yard now and we get these girls out. Both girls are now out. I wanted to get her out as soon as possible. That's sun. Yeah, because as soon as the vet rings, I'll have to bring her back in. So, well, try and pray, hope that she has an hour out before the vet gets here. But she is, luckily, one of the easy ones to catch in, like shortly after you've turned her out. She's not hard to catch. So yeah, I'm gonna start mucking out her bed now and getting everything done for her. So, oh look, this sun, it's not warm, but it is just so bright. Yeah, I'm gonna get her bed ready just in case the vets do come and she's got to go back in the stable. But yeah, bless her. No, I say surgery, she's having laser sarcoid surgery. So we wanted to do it this way because for a sarcoid you can band it off, and it is one that could be banded off, but because of where it is, we want to be in a little bit more control of what it looks like. But yeah, I'll show you more when I bring her in from the field. So I'm just in her stable now, just mucking her out. But we have known about this sarcoid since summertime. it started as a small, tiny little, like fly bite, and didn't think much of it to begin with, but it just seemed to be weepy and sore for a bit. So I don't know, whoever had injections, I think it was Willow, had injections back sort of summertime. So we had the vet look over it then, and they said then that they thought it was a sarcoid, but it wasn't big enough to band off, and there was nothing that they could do or would want to do to it during the summer because of the amount of flies. So we left it. They said to leave it until the weather turned colder. So we've left it until now. They have checked over it again since. I don't know, it must have been Gambler or someone that had injections. Every time the vets come, they've looked over it again because it was just getting bigger. So they did say then that it was now big enough to band. What they do is they put like a really thick elastic band over it, and it will cut the blood supply off and eventually fall off. And that is the cheaper option we could have done. But there is no control on how the end result looks, basically. So where it is positioned, I personally want it to look as nice as it can, because she is Lewis's show horse. So I've done the worst thing. I've done Googling. In all the years I've had horses, I've never dealt with sarcoids before. So of course I asked the vets a few questions back then, but they couldn't give me too many answers. So I've done Googling. I always thought sarcoids was like a tumour, a benign tumour, but it works out, I think it is still a benign tumour, but it can be caused by infected flies. So they have said, because there is only one, there's no more on her body at the moment, they could come. They're not sure whether it has been caused by an infected fly. That's the last that I heard from the vet. So I will ask more questions today. I have a hell of a lot more questions than answers at the moment. What does this mean for her? Will more grow? Is she going to be okay? Can we breed from her? Are they hereditary? I don't know. So I've got a hell of a lot of questions to ask this vet when they do get here. But yeah, it's just a waiting game. But yeah, they're out. They are out. So she's been out for a bit. I've fed everyone else. I'm just going to start the mucking out. I'm just going to start her bed first. So it is done. I do assume the positioning where it is, I don't think she'll have to stay in long, if at all. Might be just because of mud, not wanting to get the wound dirty, but we will see. As I say, more questions than answers. I am literally just waiting for the vet to call. They ring me to give me half hour's notice, so just waiting for that phone call, then we can bring her in and I can speak to the vet more about this. So it's actually a few hours later now. I was beginning to panic because of course they were going to ring me, give me half hour's notice at least, and I was worried it was going to start getting dark. They were aware when I booked this appointment in that I have no electric or light, so I did assume I would be one of the first ones of a morning. But yeah, I've just pulled her out, and this is where her sarcoid is. Oh, you don't want to show. It's right up there. You can't see because of the light. By her ear. So because wearing a bridle, brow band, being a show horse in the white halter, we want it removed and to look as pretty as we can. But yeah, it just grew so quickly. She's not fussed by it. I've got no sweeties. You can have some soon. I don't know if you can see it, but right, you stand still a sec. Yeah, it's right there. Bless her. But yeah, vet should be here any minute. I've got a hell of a lot of questions I want to ask them, so hopefully I'll have some more information for you in a minute. From what I've googled, well, steady, someone's doing something behind. From what I found in Google, they have to have the sarcoid gene in them for flies to be able to like transmit sarcoids onto them or something. So yeah, what happens, I don't know. She'll always be his show horse, but whether we can breed from her, I don't know. Questions to be asked, whether there's a chance of any more growing or anything, I don't know. I cannot see anything else on her, but we will see. We'll ask questions. You're a pretty girl, whatever, aren't you? Hey? You're chewing that rope now. Yeah, we're just waiting here for the vet now. She's getting sleepy, baby. Ebbs. Are you beautiful? Stand, good girl. So it's a little while later now, and we're back with her. She's starting to wake up now. She's went to sleep for a little bit. I did take some videos to show Lewis, but I don't know how much I can actually put in here. But yeah, she's got a bandage on her head. They do say that's probably won't stay on, but it's not a problem. And not only that one, they've taken one off her leg as well. Hold on, I'll turn the camera around. So there is a wound. I won't show the actual wound. We can't see the wound here. Only a tiny little one on her leg. Oh, get out from under this rope. There was a suspicious looking lump on her leg. So whilst they were here, we just took it out anyway. She's waking up a bit more now. But yeah, the head should heal with very minimal mark to it at all, because they know she's Lewis's show horse, so they've done a really good job. She's a lot more awake now, looking for sweets. Not yet. So the plan of action now is to try and keep this bandage on for an hour or two at least. Hope she doesn't rub it off. She's not allowed a hay net for the weekend, just because we know she is a big, I've got no sweets. You're not having no sweets yet. She is a big hay net rubber. So we don't want any hay seeds or anything getting in the wound. So try and keep that bandage on as long as possible. Put the hay on the floor. And she's got antibiotics and bute for the next week. See how she goes. Not allowed to turn out for the weekend, and then it just needs cleaning gently, and then creaming. But she should be absolutely fine. They're back out again. Not next week. Sometime the week after for her routine injections. They couldn't pull that forward to today anyway, but they want to come back to check the wound anyway, so we're just having it done when it's due to be done, just so that they can check her over. But yeah, hey, hopefully she'll be fine. They did say that every horse really has sarcoid genes, and the potential of anyone getting sarcoids is high. It can be transmitted from something simple as a fly bite. And I did say about, can we breed from her? And they said that there's no reason why we can't, because, as you say, everyone has sarcoid genes. But they did say that because she's got sarcoids, make sure we do choose a stallion that hasn't got a history of sarcoids for a less chance of a foal having sarcoids. But there's no immediate plans to breed her, so that's a later issue. But I just wanted to know the answer to that question, because we had always planned to have a foal from her later on in life, so I wanted to know the answers. But yeah, hey, she's all okay. Giving us the side eye. She's starting to wake up now. So yeah, I'm going to go round, finish this lot off for the night, get her some more straw, just so she's got a nice big bed, because she lays down in the night anyway, and they said that she might lay down more tonight because of it anyway. So yeah, we'll be back down to her first thing in the morning. Lewis can't wait to come to see her. He would have been here today. Oh, I'm freezing, my hand is shaking. He would have been here today to watch it be done, but he had school, so I've already rung him. He knows she's all okay, so bless him, he worries about her so much. Yeah, I'm going to look after her for another hour or two, make sure she's okay and settled, sort these others out, and yeah, I will see you again soon in the next vlog.